Hey Zachary, Coach Kilcrease here. First off, just want to thank you for coming out to camp. Had a real good time working with you. Hope you had a good rest of the summer. Hope ball went well. This is going to be a video analysis. So the first thing I want to do is make sure we've got a good foundation and a good base set up here before we start our swing. Okay, so we're a good shoulder width apart. Our knees are bent in an athletic position. Okay, our feet are squared up and our hands are in a good position. Okay, so everything looks good here from this point. The next thing I want to get to is our load. Okay, and there's a few key things that I always want to make sure. It's a checklist, okay, that I go through just to make sure we're having a good idea and a good understanding of what a proper load looks like. Okay, the most important thing is that our head stays still. Okay, we never want our head to move through the entirety of the swing. Okay, and the next thing is when we take our stride here with this front foot, we just want to pick it up and put it down. Okay, we don't want to transfer our weight forward because the whole purpose of a load is to make sure we're loading our weight on our back leg. Okay. The next thing is our hands. Okay, when our hands move, we want to make sure that barrel doesn't move back here behind our head. Okay, those are just a few check-off things that I like to go through every time I look at a swing. Okay, so now I'm going to make sure that our head stays still, and I'm going to go ahead and play your load through. Okay, so here we go. Okay, our hands move a little bit. Foot's down. And our weight went forward. Okay, see how the hip's going out here? That means our weight's forward. Got our knee bent here. Our weight went forward. Okay, so the purpose of this load that you just did, it was counterproductive. Okay, you have the right idea. Pick the foot up, but you don't want to see your head moving forward. That means your weight went there too. Okay, now. Okay, so we're going to get you to your fire position. Foot's on the ground, everything's here. From this position, okay, what we want to do is check out how you attack the ball. Okay. Quickest way to do it is going to be a straight line. We never want the barrel to dip down below the ball. What we preach at Alabama is we want to be short to the ball and then long through it. Okay. In order to do that, our hands have to get in a good position. The back hip's going to start our swing, and that's going to drop our hands down into this slot right here that's going to allow us to attack the ball as quickly as possible. Okay? So what I want to do is I want to see how you attack it. Okay? I want to see the path you take to the ball. See? Okay. Now I know it's a low pitch, okay, down at the knees, but the barrel shouldn't dip down below the ball. Okay? You do a good job of getting that barrel back up at contact. Okay, but we want to make sure the barrel stays above the ball. See, the barrel's not above the ball right here. It's below it. Okay, so we want to stay above the ball. Now at contact here, we got some things going on here that I like. Okay, and then some things here that we need to correct a little bit. So we got a good stiff front side. Right palm up, left palm down. This is what I really like. Okay, your head's down. Okay. You're not worried about where the ball's going. We're just making sure we're making contact here. Okay, that's good. Now we've got an L formed here. Okay, and we rotate it up on this foot. But what it looks like is the back foot's off the ground as we're making contact. So therefore, the power is gone because you have to have that back foot grounded in order to use that power. Okay? So now I just want to make sure this foot stays on the ground. Back foot stays on the ground. Front foot comes up in our load, gets back down, and then it stays down through the swing too. Okay, now the back foot's on the ground again, and see how it creeped forward? Okay, now we're too tall here. We got to stay down in this L here, okay? That L needs to be more defined, but it can't be if we're making contact with that back foot up off the ground. Okay, so now at contact. Okay, what I want to see is how you push through the zone. We want to make sure our hands are continuing the path that they're in and that we push through that ball as long as we can until we continue that follow through. So push through. Good extension there with your hands. The follow through looks great. Okay, 2 hands on the bat for me, please. The follow through looked great. Okay, we just got to work on the middle part there and that front side of the swing. Okay, we need a better load. Make sure our weight stays on that back leg. We don't want it creeping forward. Okay, and then we want to make sure that back foot stays on the ground through the entirety of the swing. Okay? Zachary, Coach Kilcrease again. Thanks a lot for coming out to camp, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.